Coming up next here on Locked On Sooners, we're going to pick the SEC games this weekend.
You are Locked On Sooners, your daily podcast on the Oklahoma Sooners. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Thanks again for making Locked On Sooners your first listen every single day. Shout out to all the everydayers out there tuning in. Subscribe to the show wherever you get your podcasts. We're part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. Jay, let's pick some SEC games, man.
I'm pretty excited, man. We're here. We're watching football Thursday night, and now you get to start your Friday with even more games. First ballot game up for bid right now, I guess you could say, would be SEC Auburn traveling to Baylor. Right now on FanDuel, Baylor is a 2.5-point dog at home. Kind of wild to me that has shifted so much over the last few weeks. I know that it initially was, I think it was Auburn, like a 3.5-point favorite. Then it shifted all the way into Auburn becoming a 2-point dog, and now it's back to Auburn as a favorite. Give me Baylor, though. I think I like the fact that Baylor has so many seniors on this roster, a lot more of a veteran presence. I know that Auburn has the blue chip ratio on their side, but I don't trust Auburn after last season with a veteran quarterback. So give me Baylor to put them in a blender and make it really tough.
As much as I like Jackson Arnold, both as a person and a player that has a lot of talent, he hasn't shown it yet. We're a long way off from the game against Tulsa. We're a long way off from the game against Arkansas State 2 years ago. He's got to buy back, I think, a lot of trust for people to really buy into him as a player. And Auburn's got a ton of talent, but until Jackson Arnold can prove that he is that guy that can utilize that talent and take advantage of it, it's hard to buy into it yet.
Yep.
Again, I'm a believer, man. I believe the talent is there, but if I'm being honest, I got to see it now. So give me Baylor plus the points over there.
All right. Next up, biggest one of the week. Hands down, number 1 Texas traveling to number 3 Ohio State. Right now, FanDuel, Ohio State is a 1.5-point favorite at the crib. And this is back to another blue chip ratio conversation. Both teams have new quarterbacks. Both teams had some new offensive line configurations. Ohio State has all their wide receivers, where Texas has a bunch of young wide receivers that they're breaking in comparison. So, and both defenses are going to be really good because they're really good on all 3 levels. I'm going to take the Buckeyes in this one. I think the Buckeyes win. And I actually think the Buckeyes cover the spread and win this game by a field goal.
So earlier this week, I was on with the Ghost of Texas Football, and we were talking about this game, and I was leaning Texas. I really was. And even just before the show, I was talking with Jay. I'm like, man, I think I'm picking Texas. But I look at it a little bit more, and my heart can't let me do it anymore. I'm going Buckeyes. Yes, I flip-flopped. Forget it. Buckeyes, not by much. It's going to be a close game. I just think I trust Ryan Day and Ohio State's offensive line, and I just feel like they're going to be able to find more ways offensively than Texas will in this game.
I can see that. That feels very fair to say in this circumstance. So I think I'm kind of in that same boat. All right. Next game, we've got 10. Huh? Yeah, of course. You got to every time. Every day. All day, every day. 3 or 4 times. Give me a penalty. Give me a penalty. Give me a penalty. Next game, we've got Tennessee hosting Syracuse. Tennessee's a 13.5-point favorite in this game. Now, this game is very interesting to me because Syracuse did a lot of moving and shaking on their roster. And so Fran Brown's doing a really good job of building this team. This is also in Atlanta, Georgia. So this is going to be a neutral site game. I think Syracuse covers this spread, but I think Tennessee wins the game.
Yeah, I've got Syracuse plus the 13.5. He has a team generally that I think is going to battle and keep things close. So give me Fran Brown and the orange to cover, or to keep it within 13.5.
I like that. Okay. All right. Next up, Mississippi State is traveling to play against Southern Miss. Mississippi State's a 13.5-point favorite. Go ahead, give me the fighting Jeff Lebby's. I think
The fighting cowbells.
Too.
More cowbell. I need more cowbell.
More. I think they actually covered the spread too.
Yeah, they cover. Move on.
All right. Next game, we've got. Oh, where did it go? Kentucky is hosting Toledo. Now, Kentucky here on FanDuel is a 10.5-point favorite right now. That could probably change in like the next few minutes because, after they named their quarterback, Calzada, it moved up a little bit. So I'm wondering if they have confidence in Kentucky. Kentucky should win this game.
Yeah.
And they should cover the spread. It should be a 14-point win. So give me Kentucky.
Yeah, I think Kentucky covers. Listen, Zach Calzada has been a journeyman quarterback, but he had a really nice season for Incarnate Word. Maybe figured some things out. The last guy that started Incarnate Word, Cam Ward, ended up becoming the #1 overall pick in the NFL draft.
I don't think I want to compare those two, but we'll move on because there was another team in between there from Incarnate Word.
Be way better than what Brock Vandagriff, Lincoln Riley's favorite quarterback in the 2021 recruiting class, was for Kentucky last year.
Oh God, that 5-star, I cannot believe that 5-star failed so 5-star. But anyway, Alabama against Florida State. Alabama's a 13.5-point favorite on the road, and that one is a very intriguing game because is Florida State are they going to go regress back to the mean, which would be a lot closer to a 10-win team than it would be the crap they put out last year? Remember, the year before they were 13-0, and then they lost their quarterback right before the playoffs. And so we know that, they lost their opportunity to even play in the playoffs, even as an undefeated team. So I think Florida State covers this spread, but I think Alabama ends up winning this game by a touchdown.
Yeah, give me Bama. I think Thomas Castellanos, he just talked too much.
I can totally see that. That totally makes sense. I can totally see that. All right. Next up, we've got Georgia hosting Marshall. Georgia's a 38.5-point favorite. I mean, they better win by 40. Or we're going to think that there's definite issues down there in Georgia. So give me that one.
Georgia's weird in big spread games like this, I feel like. But I also think Kirby Smart's going to go in there and prove a point.
He's got to. He's got to shut somebody up. So give me them to cover that one big time. Arkansas, Alabama A&M, my apologies. Arkansas, Alabama A&M at the crib, 46.5-point favorite. Arkansas better cover that spread, but I don't think they will. Yeah, I know, right? I don't think they're going to cover the spread.
I hate these big spread games.
I think they win by 40, but I don't think they win by 47.
No, I'm gonna take Arkansas to cover because I feel like they did the same thing last year against an FCS team. You're like, it's Arkansas. I don't think they'll do it. And then they went and put a boatload of points up on somebody. Yeah, and I just think Taylor Green's pretty good, and he has big games against really bad competition, but doesn't necessarily perform against good competition. So I just think this is going to be one of those stat padding games. Yeah, against Arkansas Pine Bluff last year, they won 70-0 to open the season. So yeah, give me Arkansas in a romp to cover.
I'll let you have that. I'm still going to say they don't cover the spread. Oklahoma, Illinois State. Oklahoma's a 36.5-point favorite now on FanDuel. Oklahoma better cover the spread. I'm going to yell, fire everybody. Yeah, I think Oklahoma's going to cover it. That shouldn't be that hard. This one should be one where they should go. They should score at least 50 in this game. Half a hundy on them.
If the spread was 50, I'd pick Oklahoma to cover the spread.
Exactly. Hang half a hundy on them. Vanderbilt, Charleston State. Vandy's a 38.5-point favorite. I think Vanderbilt covers that spread. I think Diego Pavia goes out there and he gets 40 points by himself.
Will they run enough plays, though, and have enough possessions to be able to do that? That means they have to score basically on every possession.
Yeah, I could totally see that. I think that literally will happen. After every punt, they will score. And I think Vanderbilt's defense is going to be a lot better than we're giving them credit for. I am very high on Vandy this year. Next year, I have questions, but this year, I'm very high on Vandy.
I think they'll obviously win the game, but I don't think they're going to cover.
Okay. Florida, Long Island. Florida's a 45.5-point favorite. I mean, Lagway better be playing, and they cover it in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Another big game of the week, John. You have LSU Clemson. LSU's traveling to the other Death Valley, which is technically the real Death Valley, not the other Death Valley. Clemson is a 3.5-point favorite in this game. Now, on the squad show, I was kind of leaning towards LSU. I was like, I think LSU can do that. But then I listened to Locked On LSU host Mike Muscana, and he basically changed my mind. I'm going with Clemson in this one. And the only reason, twofold. One, LSU just lost their starting safety. The transfer from Houston just got ruled ineligible because he got ejected in the last game of the season for Houston, which means that he has to sit out the next game. And this is where we're at. So that hurts because that's where LSU struggled last year. So they've got to mix some things up. Clemson's roster is full of a bunch of juniors, redshirt juniors, and seniors that were recruits. Not transfers. Yeah. Recruits. Give me Clemson, and I think they actually cover the spread.
Yeah, I like Clemson, minus the points. They made an upgrade at defensive coordinator when they hired Tom Allen from Penn State. So that's a big get for them. I think he's going to, put that defense in a lot better position to succeed this year. Wes Goodwin, I know he's on Oklahoma staff. He's a talented coach, but maybe just didn't have all the right answers. Couldn't push all the right buttons. Tom Allen, I think, is going to give me Clemson minus 3.5.
All right. From there, you have Ole Miss, Georgia State. Ole Miss, 34.5-point favorites. Ole Miss covers that spread.
Yeah.
You're thinking about this?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. This one's more intriguing.
I don't know what to expect from Ole Miss this year.
It's Lane Kiffin. I expect them to put up points against a team like that.
Yeah, I guess.
That's the only reason why.
I also expected them to beat Kentucky, and they didn't do that. So
I mean, yeah, touche.
With a better roster.
They're going to put up the points in this game.
Okay.
A&M at the crib hosting UTSA. 23.5-point favorites. That spread's intriguing to me.
A&M Mike Elko's defense.
I can go with that too. UTSA they were doing some good stuff. Heck, weren't their head coach Traylor was a kind of the lead for this job at A&M anyway at one point?
Yeah.
Kind of funny that how things work out, right? So give me, I think A&M covers this spread. I think the running game just runs it down their throat nonstop.
Yeah, Marcel Reed's going to run for 100 yards. They're going to run for a bunch of yards. And that's really all they'll need to do against UTSA because they'll just maul them, and the defense will just shut them down.
Yep. And the last one for the weekend in the SEC goes to South Carolina as a 7.5-point favorite against Virginia Tech.
I'm going to go with the Hokies to cover. The Hokies plus 7.5. That is for my grandpa, the VPI alum, graduated from the Corps of Cadets. So, Grandpa, rest in peace. Picking the Hokies for you.
Well, I'm sorry, Grandpa. I definitely can't do that because Vitek lost a whole bunch of starters to the transfer portal. That tells me everything I need to know. This team is kind of falling apart. That coach is getting fired. Give me South Carolina to cover that spread,
but I got to
make it a statement game. Sorry, Grandpa.
Yeah.
All right, Pete. Love you.
Yeah. No, hey, and that's going to do it. I hope you all enjoy the picks. Hey, who do you think is going to put up the most yards for Oklahoma this week? Not John Mateer, like wide receiver, running back. Who's putting up the most yards?
Tory Blaylock. I think he gets 100 yards.
Okay. Who gets the first sack of the season?
Jayden Jackson.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. Does Oklahoma get more than 2.5 interceptions?
No, under.
Okay. Robert Spears Jennings, does he have a fumble forced?
No, I don't think he plays.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think he plays.
Why?
Well, I mean, he was dealing with a little bit of an injury deal before, and he's not listed as the starting safety right now, so I don't think they're going to play him.
He's the co-starter with Michael Boganowski.
I don't think they're going to play him.
Okay. Well, fair enough. Keep three safe for Michigan.
Yeah.
Follow me. Unleash Baba Yaga on the old Redbirds. But that's going to do it for today's episode of Locked On Sooners. Thanks so much for tuning in, being a part of the show. Subscribe to the show wherever you get your podcasts. We're part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. Follow Jay at Unfair Sports. Go check out his channel, Unfair Sports, over on YouTube. You can follow me at John9Williams and read my work covering the Sooners over at SoonersWire.com. The show is at Locked On Sooners on all of your favorite social media platforms. But until next time, he's Jay. I'm John. Boomer Sooner.
Sooner.
Oh, sorry.
He just stole it from me. It's okay. Go ahead. We're good. Go ahead. Go to bed.
Boomer.
Sooner. John needs a nap for work.